everybody. This is a little bit different of a video. I did not do an intro because I'm going face on for the first part of this video. The second part of this video is going to be over my shoulder showing you things. I'm going to show you some things in this part as well. So this video has been a little bit longer in coming because I've been doing a lot of thinking about this year, goal setting. I've had my channel for a while. And I have been thinking about some things that I want to do, some goals I want to achieve, like everyone has been. But you guys all know I am a teacher. It's in my DNA. So I thought about, I'm going to share my goals for 2025 with you, but I'm also going to share with you how I came up with them. Now, for some of you that have already set your goals and intentions for 2025, you may be saying, okay, well, I've already set mine. That is okay, because some of the things I'm going to share with you, you may want to tweak your goals. Goal setting is a highly personal practice. It is very, it's personal. It's about what you want to do and how you want to do it. You also know yourself. Being vulnerable, I am a person that starts with a lot of gusto and then may not finish up. So I wanted to have some goals that were a little bit more open-ended to where I could make some adjustments and some changes, but I wanted them strategic and time sensitive enough to where I could measure, am I achieving the goal? Am I getting towards the goal? That sort of thing. That's why people don't like to set goals. That's why people say, oh, I never achieve my goals, because their goals may not be specific enough. So there's a lot that goes into goal setting. And as I was sitting here thinking about it, I thought, Kara, you are a moron sometimes. I have set hundreds and hundreds of goals with my teachers. At the beginning of every year, the teachers set goals. Then we had a mid-year goal check. And then we had what we call the summative conference at the end of the year, where we talked about, did you achieve the goals? Do the goals need to be continued? All of that. So I thought, Kara, why don't you take what you've taught 100 million people and use it in your goal setting for diamond painting? And that's exactly what I did. So before I get started, I found something that I wanted to read to you. It's a quote or a little passage that I found that I thought was really interesting and may give you some pause for thought. So let me know in the comments what you think about it. It's called Next Year. Every year, everyone always wants to leave the year behind and wishes for a better year ahead. And yet this year was last year's next year. At some point, we have to embrace the year we were given, even the difficult moments and the long days and the times where we had to dig deeper than we ever thought possible. Isn't that, after all, what we strive for? To inhale new breath with anticipation while also finding some contentment in the breath we are currently breathing. So that just hit me as far as goal setting and out with the old, in with the new, out with 24 and with 25. We need to embrace the year that we were given. Also, this reminded me, things happen to us during the year. Things might happen to us all year. For some people, 2024 was a terrible year. This may be a terrible year for some people. People go through seasons in their life, and this may be a different season for you. So when you're thinking about goal setting, if all your goals are to do is to get up every morning and exist, that's okay. You're doing just fine. I also tend to compare. Comparison, I always say, is the thief of joy, but I do it anyway. I'm a human being. I compare. Oh my gosh, this person has finished so much and done so much, and I'm just struggling to keep up. I'm going to try to do less of that and to speak kindly to myself, because I don't speak very kindly to myself. My channel has always been about kindness, but I'm not always kind to myself. I don't think anyone is. Again, we're all human. So when you go into goal setting for 2025, or if you've already established your goals and intentions for 2025, be kind to yourself. Goals don't have to be end all be alls. If I don't achieve some of my goals for 2025, they will be continued. I tried some things in 2024 that flopped. They absolutely fell on their face. Remember, I pulled all those diamond paintings out that I was going to get done in 2024. Did not work. Big fail for me. It may work for other people. Remember, goal setting and intentions are personal. But in setting my goals for 2025, I tried to leave them, like I said, open-ended enough, and hopefully I can achieve some of them. And if I achieve some, if I achieve all, either one is going to be just fine. It is. We don't need to be so hard on ourselves. We need to give ourselves grace always. But in formulating these goals, I have 5 goals. I actually thinking sometimes gets me in trouble, thought of another goal that I thought about things that I've wanted to do for the past couple of years and just haven't done, and I incorporated those things into these goals. But when I sat down to goal set with my teachers at the beginning of a school year, we talked about SMART goals. Some of you in your businesses, some of you may have just heard of SMART goals. I did not come up with SMART goals. These are not mine. But SMART is an acronym, and the S in SMART starts with specific. Be specific about what you want to achieve. Ask yourself questions about your goals following the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and why. So S is for specific. M is for measurable. Make sure that you can measure your success. You have to be specific enough that you can measure your progress along the way. You'll be able to track your progress by answering questions like, how will you know when your goal is complete? The A in SMART goal is achievable. Ensure your goal is realistic, which I fall short on a lot. I set these lofty goals and then don't achieve them and wonder why. Achievable, right? Realistic, don't set yourself a goal that's too easy or too difficult to complete. Look at your current situation and make sure you have what you need to achieve. What resources are you going to need in order to achieve the goal? Our biggest resource as diamond painters is time. Time, period. Okay? Look at that. It's not money. It doesn't matter how rich or how poor you are. Time is the great equalizer. We all have 24 hours in a day, and we have different things in our lives that we have to do. So when you're looking at your resources to think about if your goal is achievable, how much time do you have to put into this? Also, how much time are you willing to put in? There are other things that may be priorities to you as well, and that's completely fine. And I mean, gosh, we all need to have other things to do besides diamond painting. I know, I said it, okay? So achievable. Is your goal achievable? R is relevant. Set yourself a goal that's relevant to you. Is your goal worthwhile to you? If you set a goal that's really not important or relevant to you, you're really not going to be that interested in achieving it. Are you the right person to achieve it? Okay, are you a quick diamond painter, a slow diamond painter? I'd consider myself at this point, I'm not slow, I'm not fast, I'm kind of in the middle lane, okay? Is your goal applicable to your current situation, or is it unrealistic? Are you wanting to finish 150 by a 95 diamond painting and you don't have the space to do that? And it's going to be super difficult for you. So again, is it relevant to you and what you want to do? T is time bound. Assign a start and end date to your goal and encourage yourself to reach it with a deadline. Think about what you can do today, tomorrow, months from now to achieve your goal. And I'm gonna hold this up. This is a visual, okay? If you wanna take a screenshot of it, that is fine. Again, I did not come up with SMART goals. If I did, I'd be making a whole lot more money than I am now. But I just think this is really great. You can also Google SMART goals, okay? So I'm gonna hold it up. You can take a screenshot of it. I'll hold it up. I don't wanna put my fingers over. I'm gonna hold it real still for a second. So that is the graphic for SMART goals, okay? All right, I'm gonna take it down now. Hopefully you've had a chance to take a screenshot. All right, so when I talk to you about my goals, you're gonna see if they're all of those things: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So goal number 1, I have complete a minimum of 7 mini canvas kits, like the paint gems, the Diamond Art Club mini canvas kits from a variety of companies, including new and discovered companies carrying the mini kits by December 31st, 2025. So from now until December 31st, that's my date, right? It's time stamped. I'm going to complete a minimum of 7. Okay, I said minimum because if I complete 10, that's gravy. Okay, 7 is achievable. Okay, I got 12 months to complete 7 kits, and I can normally complete a kit in a couple days. So I thought that was achievable. I have some plans for mini kits. Stay tuned. I'm super excited. But again, that's my goal 1. Okay. Goal 2, maintain a minimum of 80% completion of principal's office hours throughout 2025. This is one that's important to me. Based on comments I've gotten from you, these are important to people. People like these. I don't care about views. I don't care about watch time. I don't care about anything when it comes to principal's office hours, because based on some of the comments I've gotten, they've really helped some people. So I'm keeping up with that. You can consider this a quasi principal's office hour, okay? But I will be doing one. They will continue to be Wednesdays on the 2nd and 4th week of the month. Okay, so I've got one coming up in January, and I've already got a topic. So again, 80% completion, it's realistic. Things happen. I kind of dropped off during the holiday season. Well, that's going to happen. So that's why I put it at 80%. I can't tell you I'm going to be 100% on this. But again, that goes back to, is it going to be a realistic goal for me? Is it achievable? Okay. And I think 80% is something I can shoot for that. So that will continue. Goal 3. Y'all, this was one I played with. I completed 23 diamond paintings in 2024. I upped the ante just a little bit on my completions. My goal 3 is complete at least 26. So I added 3 more, 26 diamond painting canvases by December 31st, 2025. I think that's achievable. I normally finish a couple of diamond paintings every month. I will throw in some smaller kits. Notice I didn't say which diamond painting kits I was going to complete, because that is where I need some wiggle room, guys. Things come in. I just got a Rita Konya that I know I'm going to want to start quick. I also am continuing my owl project. That has not gone by the wayside. I have not started a new diamond painting for 2025. I am finishing up a whip that I did for Jingle Drills that did not get done. It's Mary Mermaid. It's from Distracted by Diamonds, and I'm blinging that up. But I'm finishing her. And I will not allow myself to start a new diamond painting until I'm at least 2 sections more into my owl. My owl has not been forgotten, but I told you it was going to take a long time for me to complete that owl. So the owl is not forgotten, I promise. I will not start a new diamond painting in 2025 until I complete at least 2 more sections of my owl painting. So that's what I think I'm going to do. And that is why I didn't say 30 diamond paintings or whatever. We're going to get into my logbook, and I'm going to talk to you about diamond painting canvases versus what I call special projects. Okay. I've made some decisions about that too. Goal 4. Oh, this is going to be painful, but I have to. I have no room. We are renting a storage facility. It's time. And I decrease the percent because, I don't really know exactly how many diamond paintings I have total. That'll be one thing that I need to figure out. I don't really want to talk about that because that's just...
Come on, say the goal. I want to hear it.
decrease my diamond painting stash by 15%. So if that means, so if you think about 10%, if I have 100 diamond paintings, I got to get rid of 10. So 15% is going to be quite a few. I have started making a pile, which I will count up and count towards my 15% that I'm taking to my No Frills retreat in February. But I got to get rid of some, really. I mean, in all seriousness, they got to go. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I may sell some. A lot of them I give away. We'll figure that out. But let me read it.
Can I make a quick recommendation for your goal?
Sure, Marlon. Get rid of them all.
No. You can decrease by 15%, but you can't increase by 30 or 40% on top of that, because that's what usually happens. Continue.
You're right. Some in, none out. Some in, none out. I'm telling you, 15% is going to be painful, but I mean, y'all, I have to. It's getting ridiculous. I can't even find some diamond paintings that I want to do in this house. Forget the storage. The storage at least is logged in. Let me read the goal again. Decrease my diamond painting stash by 15% with the use of Gems Flow, spreadsheets, and other discovered cataloging systems by December 31st, 2025. So I have this whole year to do it, and I will be counting the ones I get rid of, and I have to find an exact count of the ones that I have. Now I'm going to recommend something to you if you have not heard of her or her videos. Lisette Crafts and Tells. I love Lisette. I am a very global thinker. I'm good at goal setting, overarching goals, what we're going to do. Lisette gets down to the nitty gritty where the rubber meets the road on how you're going to achieve this. She and I would work very, very well together. Global thinkers work very well with strategic people because the global people are the creativity, and the strategic people like Lisette go, all right, this is how we're going to do this. Okay, so you need both types of people. But she's got a video series about, she did a stash detox. She has made up charts, and she does stash count Sundays, which I highly recommend you watch. Again, if I was a principal and needed somebody on my team, I would be going after Lisette because she is absolutely everything I would need on a team with me being a global thinker. I love her stuff. So think about watching her. But anyway, we'll see how this goes. I may be talking to Lisette about being an accountability partner. I'm a little scared. All right, my 5th goal. Now this one, some people may be surprised at. I have been diamond painting since 2020, okay? I have never ordered a custom diamond painting. I don't know why. I don't know if I've been scared to do it, what have you. I've never ordered a custom. I've been gifted a couple of customs, but I've never ordered it myself. And I talked to Jade from Jaded Gem Shop about her helping me with a custom. And of course, she's an amazing human being and business owner. And she said she would help me. So I am going to order a custom. So my goal 5 is to design and order, not really design, but order my first custom diamond painting from Jaded Gem Shop by March of 2025. Because the custom I want to order is for Summer with the Masters, and it is one that I have absolutely been fascinated with for many years. Not the diamond painting part of it, but the art part of it. And it's called, if you've heard of it, A Sunday on the Grande Jatte. 18, ooh, I need my glasses. Can you hand them to me? This is in small print, sorry. And I'm gonna show you a picture of it in just a second. Yes, A Sunday on La Grande Jatte, 1884. It is in the Art Institute of Chicago. It is by artist George Seurat. And he used pointillism to complete this painting. It's a very famous painting. Some of you may be familiar with it. I'm sorry it's so dark and I didn't get a really good really good printout. But he also added a border in 1888 and 1889. This is public domain, so I can use it to make a custom. So Seurat painted a Sunday on Le Grand Jet. It's either Jet or Jeté, but I don't see an accent mark over the E, so I think it's Jet. Lisette, tell me if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Using pointillism, a highly systematic and scientific technique based on the hypothesis that closely positioned points of pure color mix together in the viewer's eye. He began working on the canvas in 1884 and included this date in the title, with a layer of small horizontal brushstrokes in complementary colors. He next added a series of dots that coalesced into a solid and luminous forms when seen from a distance. Sometime before 1889, Seurat added a border of blue, orange, and red dots that provide a visual transition between the painting's interior and the specifically designed white frame, which has been recreated at the Art Institute. This painting is housed at the Art Institute of Chicago. My sister happens to work at the Art Institute of Chicago. I have seen this painting in person. I'm obsessed because I think pointillism is the essence of what diamond painting is. We see our diamond paintings from a distance and we see what we've created in the form of a landscape or a person or an animal or whatever we've created, but we get up close and we see all of the diamonds or pixels or whatever we want to call them that we've put together to create that. Pointillism was pixelation before pixelation was cool. Okay, so Seurat had it. And this painting, and I got up close to the actual painting, you can see the teeny tiny little dots that he used in order to create this. It was genius. So this is what I would like turned in to a custom diamond painting from Jade for Summer with the Masters. I've wanted to do this because of its connection to diamond painting for some time, and this is going to be the year I do it. So I'm super excited to work with Jade in order to create this as a custom. So that is goal 5. All right. So another thing about goals, I have gotten my planner. These are all my stickers, right? I don't put a lot of stickers in planners because planners to me are very utilitarian. I don't do a lot of decorating, but I do put stickers down in order to note certain things or highlight certain things. I am a very tactile kinesthetic person, meaning I have to touch it, feel it, I have to write it down. It has to become part of my motor memory for me to remember. So a digital calendar, it's helpful. I have one, but I don't, unless I write it down, it will go out of my brain. So I have my paper planner. I love it. Goals also need to be visual. So in the front of my planner, I have my goals. Now I need to add goal 5. I'll probably add it to the top here because I just did goal 5 today. I did my other full 4 goals prior. So like I said, a lot of thought's been put into this, a lot. And thank you for giving me some time to think because I know this is a little bit late, but I've also made up a Kara rule. And if you want to follow the Kara rule, feel free. The Kara rule is the month of January is like, for setting goals, is like buying a wedding gift. You have a year to buy a wedding gift. For setting goals, showing your year in review, whatever, if you do it in January. There are people that do their year in reviews in March, April, depending on what they want to do, and that's perfectly fine. You have the entire month of January to do your year in review and to set your goals. So just letting you know that's just my rule. If you want to follow it, fine. If you think it's a bunch of garbage, you can toss it. But anyway, your goals need to be visible. So when I open my planner, I will see my goals. You can't just tuck your goals away and hope you remember them because I certainly wouldn't. But these are my 4 goals, and then goal 5 to design and order my first custom diamond painting from Jade Gem Shop by March of 2025. We'll go probably up here because I've taken up my page. But anyhow, so those are my goals, and how I developed them. So I hope, I'm gonna hold this up one more time. So if you didn't take a screenshot before, take a screenshot now. Whether you have set your goals or not, or this may help you decide you wanna set goals for this year, use this. At least just use it as a little guide or a resource, and just take a screenshot of it. Once again, I wanna say this several times, I did not come up with this. And I'm not sure who did actually, but it's I think it's pretty genius, and it's helped me to set my goals. All right, we're gonna turn the camera off now, and we're gonna get into, as part of my goal setting, I gotta keep track. I've gotta keep track of everything that I do and all of that. So I wanna share with you, a lot of people have asked questions about logbooks. How do I pick a logbook? I don't know what logbook is best for me, and I didn't either, because my first logbook is a train wreck. Train wreck. Anyway, I did the best I could. But in thinking about the year 2025 ahead and my new logbook, I've been using the same logbook for 4 years, never again. But my new logbook for 2025, I think, is really workable. And I talked with the shop owner in order to design it. So I'm going to share with you a variety of logbooks that may be helpful to you in deciding on what logbooks you what logbook you want to get, and what they provide and what features they provide. And hopefully it will help you decide, so you're not buying 15 logbooks like me. But again, when I always say money that I make from YouTube goes back into the channel, this is going back into the channel. So I purchased several logbooks that I thought were really worthy of a look. And maybe you'll find one in this set that's relevant to you. So if Marlon can turn off the camera at this point, I will get set up with logbooks and we will go from there. See you in a minute. Hello. All right, we are back at the Painter Dining Room table and we are ready to talk logbooks. Logbooks, like goal setting, are very personal. People have different needs and different wants for their logbooks, and actually the goals that they're trying to achieve with said logbooks. I'm going to show you a variety of examples of what you can use for logbooks, actual logbooks, and their uses. And hopefully I can share some things that may be useful to you. The logbooks that I have found from specific companies, I will definitely link in the description below, so that you can go check them out should you be interested. This, I have seen so many people ask questions about, how do you pick a logbook? How do I know what logbook works for me? A lot of it, I hate to say, is going to be trial and error. My first logbook obviously did not work for me. I'm hoping that my one that I selected that I'm going to be showing you last does. Just because my logbook works for me does not mean it's going to work for you. Again, it depends on your style of planning, your style of notating things, all of that. So I'm going to show you a few that aren't specific logbooks, but that you can use as logbooks. This one is from Kokisha at Butterfly Kisses. It's a smaller notebook. It is spiral bound, and it's just lined paper. That's all it is. And these can be useful for people that are really, really good at journaling. I am a terrible journaler. I don't know how many hundreds of journals I've probably started and never finished. I have been very good at keeping up with my logbook because I've needed it. People have asked me questions about paintings I've completed, what bling I've used, all sorts of things. And I'm just not good at journaling. My friend Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant, is a master at journaling. She sent me, she has been using a notebook for her logbook, and she does an incredible job. She's got neat handwriting, her logging, her detail is unbelievable, and it works for her. She just picked out a logbook that meant something to her. This was the Draglings and Books logbook that Kokisha did for my bestie Brandy and my event Draglings and Books that we did in July. But it's just a plain spiral bound book. You can put your picture in of the painting you're working on and note anything that you would like to. So there's an example of that. This one was created for me. And it is as much a reminder as it is to everyone else. Sometimes we just need to shut up and diamond paint. The world is not entitled to my opinion. It's funny. It's tongue in cheek. It's joking. Okay. I would never tell anyone to shut up.
So can I stop the video so you can go diamond paint?
You're funny. Yeah. See, Marlon gets it. So anyway, sometimes it's better just to keep our mouths closed and diamond paint, right? And stay out of the fray. Fly under the radar. Sometimes a whole lot better. I also love it when someone calls and says, "Have you heard about this and that and the other?" And I go, "No, I really haven't." It's very refreshing. This is again a plain notebook. Okay, so you can find all kinds of notebooks with inspirational quotes or designs. Okay, this is a third one that you can get one like this. I believe this is one that this is the one that Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant, is actually using now. It's bigger. I need a bigger logbook because my writing is huge. Again, it's plain and lined. However, this I got for myself from Dakota Daetwiler's site, my favorite artist on the planet. And you support an artist through this. You support small shops, Kokisha through getting these. You can, you support Dakota Daetwiler and other artists if you find other journaling type things on websites. And I just believe in that. You kill two birds with one stone. You have a nice journal with a beautiful image. Oh, I love this. I had so much fun working on that diamond painting. But you can do that as well. And this one is in fact bigger. So you can find them in a variety of sizes. Okay. All right. My next logbook, it is large. This one is by Jennifer Roberts, DP Addiction Adventures. She wrote a book. Okay, she created a logbook. You can find this one on Amazon. Like I said, I'll link everything below. She has tips and tricks for creating, personalizing, and displaying your vibrant works of art. She's got table of contents, tools of the trade. She's got, in here, if you're a new diamond painter, she's got a picture of her very first diamond painting that she did, which I think is super fun to see. What was the first diamond painting you ever did? But lots of, why diamond paint. She's got all kinds of how to diamond paint and tips and all that. But when you get into the logbook itself, this is all hers. She wrote all of this. So, she's got accessory. I mean, it's very comprehensive. But as you get, yes, okay. As you get to the back, this is where I was like, where's the logbook? Okay, so she not only has your logbook, but she has all kinds of information on diamond painting. So this is twofold, especially if you're a new diamond painter. This would be brilliant. You've got to, how to use the log sheet. She's got all kinds of things for you to use. And each of these pages, it's a one-pager. She's got all kinds of things. Now, this is something that's attractive to me because I am not remember, I'm a global thinker. So I need prompts. I need prompts to remember, what was the shape of the diamonds? How many colors were there? All those kinds of things. Where did you get it from? I get questions all the time. And if I don't have some prompts like this, it doesn't work for me. Okay. But that's, again, personal preference. So she's got all kinds of things here, design kit name, the size, drill type, coverage, website, purchase from seller, price, all kinds of things. Then she's got a couple of rating systems. That's always very helpful as well. Unboxing review and post review. So when you open it up, what's your impression? And after you finish, what's your impression? As we all know, you can get two different impressions of something, because I always say this looks great in the unboxing, but once you get drills down on it, what did you think? Was the glue good? Were the diamonds quality, drills? Was there gapping? All that kind of thing. That all comes in a post review or after you finish your diamond painting. And you've got a little spot for notes, and you've got a spot for your photo. Okay. And each one of it's a single, this is one entry, then your next painting would be another entry, and so on and so forth. And so you have it all in one in this particular logbook, which I really like, especially for new diamond painters. So again, Jennifer did a beautiful job in writing and creating this logbook. I keep telling her, if I see you again, I need you to sign my book, right? It's fun to know an author. All right. The next example I have is from Oraloa. Oraloa is a diamond painting company. Love Oraloa's kits, but they had a great logbook, and I wanted to share this one with you. This entire thing is a logbook, and it's bigger. I need a bigger, a bigger thing. Now, in this logbook, each entry is a 2-page spread. Okay, so these 2 pages, one diamond painting. You have a very big spot for your image. So in case you don't get a nice little logbook image and you have to use a bigger image, it's a bigger space. Project number. What project number is this? Okay, and you've got all of your usual suspects: when you started it, when you finished, kit name, size, difficulty level, which I like. This is pretty comprehensive. Drill type, drill quality, coverage, total colors, total drills. My friend Debbie Rice has given a challenge to a lot of people. How many drills are you going to lay down in 2025? So with all of my particular diamond painting entries, I have to remember to put down the total drills that I laid on that canvas. Okay. And then she's got a spot for special drills. What special drills did you use? Then you can use this is kind of where you color in a bar graph to track your progression. When you purchased it on, I need this information. When I purchased it on and when I received it on, because sometimes I forget when I order diamond paintings. Anyway, was it a custom? What website was it? So all kinds of comprehensive things, the date finished, and then what you did with it when you finished it. I love that. And then there's a big spot for notes. And again, each entry, I skipped a page now. Each entry is a 2-page spread. So some people may like this particular style of logbook. Okay. So that's Oraloa's logbook. And I really liked this one. Again, I like bigger because I write big. So that's that one. This one is Diamond Painting Basics and Logbook. I have no idea who wrote it. This has a little bit at the beginning about diamond painting basics and that kind of thing. I will say this, I think the Jennifer Roberts logbook is much more comprehensive when you are looking into specific things regarding diamond painting. All right, so in the front, they've got a monthly tracker. How many projects did you complete each month? This would be really good for me because I'm wanting to complete 26 diamond paintings this year. How many did I complete in January, February, on up? So if I only get one done in March, I better be tripling or doubling up in April to make sure that my goal is being met, okay? And then the entries are 1-pagers. Description, you've got some prompts here. Difficulty, enjoyment, not great, liked it, loved it. Okay, so you got different elements here depending on what you like. And then what you did with the final piece, notes and thoughts, and then you have a big area for your picture. And each one of these is 1 page per entry, where Oraloa was a double-page spread. Okay, so these are great. Awesome. This is mine. I selected this one, and again, this is mine. It's personal. You may absolutely have loved a prior one that I showed, and that's why I showed them all, because they're all amazing in their own way and may be very useful to other people, depending on what you need. I ordered this one, and then, like I said, I have been thinking a lot about 2025 and making things work for me. So what I've decided for 2025, I do big canvases, but I also do special projects. I participate in Smashing the Specials from Mindy's Diamond Moment and Mystery of Diamonds. I do that. And I want a place to log in my special projects. I want my special projects separate from my canvases. So this journal is from Imagicrafts by Cindy. I worked with her on creating a special projects logbook that is coming to me. It is smaller than this, so I can easily differentiate between the two. So my canvases, no matter how big or small, if it is one canvas and it comes in a kit with drills, what have you, it's going in here. Any special projects, and I am including mini canvas sets in my special projects journal. I just finished, I have these because I'm waiting on my smaller journal to come. I've saved the outer packaging from these. I finished 2 little diamonds from Smashing the Specials. This would be a special project. This is going to go in my smaller logbook, okay? So anything like this, anything that's not a canvas, but I'm also counting my mini canvas sets as a special project because I was like, does 6 count? You know, if I get 6 in a mini canvas kit, does that count as a canvas? If I get 12, does that count as a canvas? I'm doing one from Diamond Delights right now that there are 6 images, but there's a lot to them. There's a lot more than a paint gem or a Diamond Art Club set. So I didn't want to have to differentiate. So if it's a mini canvas set, it's going in my smaller logbook. My smaller logbook looks just like this, only I worked with Imagicrafts, and Cindy has titled my journal my special diamond painting projects. So she will work with you on customizing your cover if you want a cover. Another thing I love about this is the binding. The binding is the disc binding, which means I can take out pages, I can move the pages, and I can put the pages back in, okay?
Ooh.
So if I go out of order with a diamond painting, which I do because I change my mind frequently, you're dealing with your ADD friend Kara here, I can put the pages back and not have to tear them out, what have you. Now, here is another thought. If you like Oraloa, if you like Jennifer Roberts' logbook, you can have this, you can have this bound by disc as well. You can take it to Kinko's or another copy company. You cannot Xerox copy these pages. They are copyrighted. Jennifer Roberts holds the rights to these. Do not Xerox copy this. It's copyright. You can't Xerox copy any of these actually, but remember that. But you can take this logbook, you can purchase this logbook, you can take it to a copy shop and just have the binding changed if this is going to work for you. So don't let a binding limit you. If one of these, you know, if the Oraloa worked for you, do the same thing. Have it disc bound at the copy place. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you can do to make a logbook work for you. All right, just don't make copies because these are copyrighted. I know a lot about print copywriting from being a principal and us making Xerox copies of everything. You can't do it. So I've started in my logbook. This was my very first finish of 2025. I started it December 15th, finished it January 5th. I am sorry, I cannot show you the picture because it is a Woodland Winter's Tale. It is a mystery advent from Diamond Art Studio UK, artist Oraloa. It ended up being absolutely beautiful. I loved it, and I've already filled it all in, okay? So then I turn the page. Now these are one pagers as well, but when I flip it over, what works for me too is, you guys know I love to enhance and replace. This color list and time tracking, I do not keep track of my sessions. I don't want to keep track of that's too cumbersome. I don't need to do that. Total time, you know, I can kind of guesstimate. As long as I got a start and an end date, that's good enough for me. It may not. You may want to track your time. to say I spent 136 hours on this diamond painting. Again, it's highly personal, okay? This color list I am going to use when I enhance. I didn't enhance anything on this particular kit because it was a mystery. It was a cross-stitch conversion. There were a lot of things going on, and I just wanted to do it and get it done because I'd never done a cross-stitch conversion. So I wrote all of my notes. So there's nothing here, and there won't be anything here. Because I've got my start and end date here, and I've got my notes on what I did. Now, this will be project number 2 that I'm finishing up. This is Mary Mermaid, artist, Anne-Larie Goupil. This is from Distracted by Diamonds. I started December 1st. I'm still not finished with it because I am blinging the crud out of this. It is so much fun. I've had a great time with it. But what I'm going to do is when I finish it up, obviously I'm going to put my finish date here, all of that, note all of this. Then on the back, you see I haven't filled out anything. I wait to journal in my logbook when I'm finished with the project. That way I have an overall picture and can write down my overall impressions of the project. But up here, I'm going to cover up this color list, and I'm going to put replacement list. So symbol, DMC. Okay, so the symbol on the canvas, what the DMC number or code was. Then I'm going to, these are where I'm going to put my replacements. Okay, so I'm going to cover these up and, put sparkler used. Which one did I use and where? So instead of symbol and DMC, I'm going to cover that up with a label and put sparkler used, location. Because sometimes I replace an entire symbol all over the canvas. Sometimes I replace a symbol only on the Christmas trees or only on the mermaid's tail. So I want that noted in case someone comes and says, oh my gosh, Kara, I love that painting. I want to do exactly what you did. What did you do? And I can just take a picture of this and send it off to them, and they are more than welcome to use whatever ideas that I have. So that's how I'm going to be using this space when I do bling a canvas. I don't always do that. Perfect example is with the Woodland Winter's Tale. I did not. Normally, I don't on a first diamond painting from a company. I just have specific things that I don't bling up. Or if a canvas just to me doesn't lend itself to it. So this gives me some flexibility and some options. So that is what I have in the way of logbooks. I hope that I have given you some examples, and in telling you my plan, you can also mix and match. If you liked the features in the Oraloa or the Jennifer Roberts, again, you can have them disc bound and then order the special projects from Imagicrafts by Cindy. I have the same elements or the same, category. The pages look exactly the same. It's just smaller. That's how I've decided to do it. So once again, this plan is not an end-all be-all. This is my plan, and I put a lot of thought into it, and you also need to put some thought into the logbook that you want to use, and I hope that showing you these logbooks gave you some food for thought. Another thing I didn't share with you regarding this logbook is she has a planning section, my DP wish list. You can put some things down on your wish list. Okay, whips. Okay, so you can see the whip area is blank. I can pull out a page from here. Like if I wanted to, I could pull this one out and put it in my whip section. Okay, so I know what I'm working on. That could help you organize as well. Completed diamond paintings. Okay, this would be a great yearly thing, especially I'm a creator, so I may want to do this section just to have to where if I'm pulling my canvases that I completed in 2025, it's all in one place and I don't have to keep flipping a bunch of pages. And then stash, I probably will need to order some more pages. There's 4 paintings that you can put on the front and on the back of each page. So 8 per page. Yeah, I'm I'm gonna need a lot more pages, folks, to note my stash. Another thing, so anyway, this gives you some flexibility. Another thing that I wanted to share with you, there are digital logbooks. You can use GemsFlow as your logbook. That's completely fine. I am an old school girl. I like paper pencil. I just do. I will be using GemsFlow though to log in my stash so that I've got that and I can change out as I'm doing paintings. You know, I can take it out of GemsFlow, whatever. But that's one of my goals, is to learn how to do GemsFlow. Hopefully at my February No Frills retreat, I know that there are people all over the place using GemsFlow. Also, this is really cool. Diamond Art Club has an online logbook that you can use. If you go into your account and you scroll up, there is a space that says My Logbook, and you can get in there and use that logbook. It's totally free if you have a Diamond Art Club account. So there are some digital options for you as well, as far as logging in and tracking your progress on diamond painting. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you today. Thank you for listening and being a part of this. My goal always, every year, is to help and be a servant and to teach. So hopefully you got some things out of this video today, and I will leave you with this. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. This is the Principal Painter, and I am signing off.